when you're in this position, you must take advantage of it because opportunities like this comes once in a lifetime.
I believe he's going down.
Very prepared, and I'm going to show everybody, and I'm going to demonstrate it this Saturday, February 9th.
Will you be gunning for a Gervonta Davis fight once that comeback happens?
February 9th, Carson, California. Fight night for one of boxing's latest and greatest. A night which, until recently, looked as though it may not happen at all. Hugo Ruiz, a former super bantamweight world champion, steps in to replace Abner Mares in what is expected to be the toughest night of his career. Gervonta Davis, hard-hitting and explosive, represents the next generation of TMT fighter, whereas Ruiz, with warrior spirit and punch output, eyes up one of the sport's biggest upsets. What was expected to be a rugged and fiery matchup now becomes a display of power and heart. A fight which revives the dog in Gervonta Davis, reigniting his activity, setting a red-hot pace for 2019.
I consider him the most exciting fighter in the entire sport.
And a prime opportunity to send out a grave warning to the rest of the super feather and lightweight contenders that 2019 belongs to one man only. Click thumbs up, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram as we take a closer look at Gervonta Davis versus Hugo Ruiz. Welcome to a Motivedia presentation. Gaining the wrong kind of attention outside the ring, a problematic 18 months saw Baltimore's rising star rendered inactive at one of the most important times of his career. Street fights, promoter issues, and an uncertain future. Though Gervonta Davis is no stranger to adversity, and whilst tough times don't last, tough people do.
February the 9th. The slate is clean. Everything that's happened in the past, he's going to be very, very active. And he's going to be doing what he does best. And that's knocking people out.
The opportunity to kickstart the new year with a bang puts the blue-chip young champion back in the firing line. And with only 3 rounds of boxing in 2018, he remains confident that he belongs at the top of the pound-for-pound rankings.
I've been around top guys that's been on that top level, so I believe that it's my time now.
Fighting with an assuredness bordering arrogance, Davis is well aware that he stands as one of the sport's leading figures, and is one of the most clinical finishers in the game, especially for a super featherweight. He has plenty left to show.
Lightning quick power!
Still, only one man has heard the final bell after stepping into the ring with Tank, and betting odds show that this time out is expected to be no different. Though he does give his new opponent credit, saying that the fight now brings a stronger and tougher opponent, with the Mexican possessing 18 first-round knockouts. However, ranked 36 in the featherweight division, the upset is as unlikely as ever.
29.5 pounds for the challenger.
Whilst it's not the start to the year he had hoped for, Gervonta Davis can consider it no different, simply another hurdle on his way to greatness. And whilst he slowly fills the void left by Mayweather, with his love him or hate him vibe, the blueprint is in place. All he has to do is keep performing. With power, speed, and accuracy unlike any other around his weight, Gervonta Davis brings the entertainment value to thrill the casuals and the skill set to impress the purists.
He has the complete package, but he's just getting better and better and better.
His intended opponent, Abner Mares, a slick Mexican fighter, pulled out of the fight with 2 weeks to go. A 3-division champion, Fans expected a matchup which would gauge just how well Tank's power carries into the upper tier of opponents.
A command performance from Abner Mares. So much heart from that young man.
However, originally citing an elbow injury, Mares actually suffered a detached retina in his right eye whilst sparring.
My doctor, I told him, let me fight this one fight. I don't care if I go blind. And doctor got really mad and he said, Abner, you're stupid. I'm never gonna let you fight like this.
So after undergoing surgery in LA, we instead look towards Hugo Ruiz, a man who claims he is 100% ready to knock out the TMT superstar.
Tank's a great fighter, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he's ever faced somebody the caliber of me with my power, and fans, don't miss out because I'm gonna get the surprise in this fight.
In a bid to save the fight date, Ruiz, an active fighter with a warrior mentality, brings plenty to the table. Boasting a record of 39-4 with 33 knockouts, Ruiz stops his opponents with relentless pressure as opposed to out-and-out punching power.
Never take anything for granted. I think this fighter is more dangerous than Abner Mares.
Despite lacking any real fireworks, he won a landslide points decision on the Broner-Pacquiao undercard last month, displaying a high work rate and efficiency. Though whilst huge credit is due to a man willing to fight Gervonta Davis on 10 days' notice, February 9th will be the Mexican's first step up to super featherweight.
It's a tough one because he's moving up in weight to 130. If he tries to fight toe-to-toe, it's a tough one. Tank is strong, dude. He's a strong dude, so he hits hard, so that'll be tough.
So despite having a height and reach advantage over Tank, being able to take the American's power is another issue entirely. Likewise, now at the back end of a 13-year professional career, the question is, at 32 years old, how much does the Mexican have left? And with 3 of his 4 losses coming in the last 6 years, can he still pose a legitimate threat to one of boxing's hottest assets?
I'm ready to show everybody what I'm all about, and I think that my willingness and my hunger to triumph is what's going to prepare me and take me through to victory this Saturday.
Despite being at a height and reach disadvantage, Davis is 8 years younger and likely to be the much bigger man. And whilst professional experience plays into the Mexican's hands, the brawling and rugged style of Ruiz would land him in serious trouble against such a big puncher.
When I walk in the room, you say, he's somebody. When you look at Tank, it's his aura. He's meant to be a world champion.
Combination, left uppercut, and down goes Quaker for the 3rd time. Referee Benji Estevez falls off the fight.
On the flip side, Hugo Ruiz is fresh, active, and already in fighting shape. So the 18th-month layoff, alongside the Mares pullout, could now see the fight become more about Gervonta's mentality and motivation, considering these factors.
That young prospect will be heard from at the championship level, Gervonta Davis.
In an airtight division, this fight could actually create an opening to some huge prospective matchups. Should Tank win convincingly, the last-minute ordeal could inspire promoter Floyd Mayweather to turn up the heat in 2019.
Hopefully that chicken Davis will go up to 135.
I don't fear nobody, man. Let's fight Gervonta, let's get it on.
I got one particular guy I want Gervonta Davis.
And with potential opponents such as Garcia, Haney, Lomachenko, or even Teofimo Lopez, it's just a matter of time.
God bless, touch up.
So whilst February 9th might not bring the rough, rugged test that fans hoped for Gervonta Davis, sometimes the journey is better than the destination. So expect guaranteed entertainment from one of boxing's hottest assets on his way to the top of the game.
Finish it, and he puts him down with the left hand. Fight fans, Mexicanos, make some noise!